What is happening, gamers? This is Bradley here, and welcome back to another news roundup. And Nintendo just aired their January 14th Nintendo Direct, and it was pretty good. Some other people might not have liked it, but I liked it, so deal with it. And one of the big things that was announced, and we were expecting it to be announced, is that the new Nintendo 3DS XL will be coming to North America on February 13th. And it will be available in two colors, red or black, for $200. And yes, you heard me right, the regular new 3DS was not announced for North America, only the XL. So if you're looking forward to getting some snazzy faceplates, there's going to be no faceplates. It doesn't really bother me though, since I wanted the XL anyways. But fear not, the red and black colors for the new XL will not be the only colors available when it launches on February 13th. Because there will also be limited edition systems based off the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask 3D and Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate. The Majora's Mask system will just be a standalone product, it will not come with the game, while the Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate one will come with Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate pre-installed on the system, and it will cost $229, and that system will be exclusive to GameStop. And make sure you already have a 3DS AC adapter, because these new XLs do not come with one. And so you know, Monster Hunter 4 Ultimate and Majora's Mask 3D will both be releasing on February 13th, the games themselves. So yes, Majora's Mask is no longer releasing in spring, it's been bumped up. In terms of 3DS game news, a brand spanking new Fire Emblem game was announced for the system, but we have no idea when it's going to get released, and Nintendo didn't go very in depth with the details. Graphically, the game looks very similar to Awakening, and Nintendo did give us some vague clues as to what we can expect from it. And that is that it will add challenges that the series has never seen before, and it will ask players to make decisions that will affect the game's world in new ways, so take that however you will. Nintendo didn't give us any time frame as to when we can expect this game to release, but I'm going to assume it might be a 2016 title, or at the earliest, late 2015. But whatever, it's a new Fire Emblem game, so what's not to like? And bring on the permadeath, baby! In other 3DS news, Nintendo announced that Puzzle & Dragon Z and Puzzle & Dragon Super Mario Bros. Edition will be coming to North America. But here's the interesting part, they will get released as a bundle, and it will be coming out this May. And keeping things in line with the puzzle genre, Pokemon Shuffle was also announced, and it's coming to the 3DS eShop in February. And it is free to play. Shuffle does look very similar to Pokemon Troze, since it is a matching type puzzle game where you battle Pokemon and whatnot, but there are some differences, like how there's only a limited number of moves you can make for each stage, and there's no time limit. And since it is free to play, there will of course be microtransactions, so you can get some in-game items and whatnot, so be prepared to fork over some dough. Now, here's an interesting tidbit about Codename Steam, which is releasing on March 13th. It'll be one of the first Nintendo 3DS games to take advantage of Amiibo. If you use any existing Fire Emblem Amiibo character with the game, you will be able to enlist the help of that character in battles. I wasn't really expecting that, but considering the game is developed by Intelligent Systems, who also makes Fire Emblem, it does make sense. And Nintendo did confirm that they will be releasing more Marth Amiibo in the US, so in your face, scalpers. And speaking of Amiibo, Nintendo announced some new figurines, such as Wave 4 of the Super Smash Bros. Lineup, and those will be launching this spring. And they include Robin, Lucina, Pac-Man, Wario, Ness, and Charizard. But even more Amiibo were announced, and that's the new Super Mario lineup of figurines, which will be launching on March 20th. And they include Mario, Luigi, Yoshi, Peach, Bowser, and Toad. And as you would assume, the Toad Amiibo will be compatible with Captain Toad Treasure Tracker, and it makes a miniature pixelated Toad appear in the stages, and apparently you have to try to find him. I don't know if you get anything for it, but that's something. But that will bring us to the Amiibo news, and since we were just talking about Amiibo, we now know how Amiibo will work in Mario Party 10. So there will actually be a mode called Amiibo Party Mode, where you can use your Amiibo as a game piece and play on a game board designed after that character. But beyond that, we now know that Mario Party 10 will be launching on March 20th, and there will even be a limited edition bundle that comes with a Mario Amiibo. Other than that, Nintendo gave us some information on Splatoon, and mostly it had to do with the game's customization. So there will be a number of different outfits and weapons for you to customize your character with, and you'll be able to buy more with in-game currency that you get through online matches and whatnot. And the outfits that you pick will affect the stats of your character. But beyond that, we now know that the game will be launching this May. And speaking of release dates, we now know that Kirby and the Rainbow Curse has been pushed back to February 20th, the Majora's Mask DLC pack for Hyrule Warriors will be launching on February 5th, and it will include two new characters, Tingle and Young Link. And Xenoblade Chronicles X is still planned for a launch in 2015, just some vague point in 2015, we don't know it. Now, I forgot to mention this before, but since I just talked about Xenoblade Chronicles X, we now know that Xenoblade Chronicles 3D, which is an exclusive for the new 3DS, that will be launching at some point in April, so there's that too. And Nintendo did also give us an update on the new Mario vs. Donkey Kong game, which has been renamed to Mario vs. Donkey Kong Tipping Stars, and it will be coming to both the Wii U and 3DS. But here's the interesting part, the game will actually have a cross-buy feature, so if you buy the Wii U or 3DS version, you'll get the other version for free, so that's cool. Nintendo definitely needs to keep doing that and allow indie developers to do the same thing. Now, the game is called Tipping Stars because you'll be able to tip creators of user-generated stages with stars, and then they'll be able to use those stars to buy in-game objects for the level editor. It's certainly an interesting mechanic, and it might actually work out pretty well, so those who make really good stages can make even bigger and better stages with more objects. So if you are looking forward to this eShop game, it will be launching on March 5th. Now, we are just about done with the news roundup, but there are a couple nuggets left that I want to mention, and one of them is Project Treasure for the Wii U. This is a new free-to-play 4-player co-op game that is being developed by Bandai Namco and it's exclusive to the Wii U, but there was no gameplay footage shown, so details are scarce. The Tekken director Katsuhiro Harada is working on this game, so you can probably expect a lot of action, and since it's free to play, there will probably be some microtransactions. That actually rhymed. And as for the final nugget today, Nintendo announced that Wii Games are coming to the Wii U eShop, so you no longer have to access them through Wii Mode. A few games have already been announced, and one of them is Super Mario Galaxy 2, which is available right now on the Wii U eShop. The second one is Punch-Out!, which will release on January 22nd, and the Metroid Prime Trilogy will release on January 29th. And to sweeten the deal, these games will be on sale for the first week of their release, bringing them down to $10, and then after that they'll go back up to $20. This will be a nice way for people to play Wii games that they've never played before, and especially ones that are hard to find like Metroid Prime Trilogy. I've never played that one, and speaking of that, I've never played Punch-Out! Either. But to be honest, they probably should have released GameCube games instead, because you can still buy Wii games at the store. But that will bring us to the end of the news roundup, and there are several things that I did gloss over, but I did talk about the majority of things, so that's good. And if you like what you saw, please give this video a thumbs up and add your favorites and all that good stuff, and you can stay tuned for more videos in the future. But I will talk to you in the next video, guys. Bye!